Welcome back to the show. This is KDS Reviews. This is not necessarily a review of any movies, but this is an episode about the movie poster, the lost art of the movie poster. The movie poster was actually, it would welcome you into the theater. It had a lot of cinematic detail to this to the movie. A lot of these movie posters, were paintings, and they were really become more valuable as time has gone on. I have some favorite ones that I'd like to talk about. So let's see which ones I like. Number 10 is Top Gun. Now, this is an actual picture here of Tom Cruise and Kelly McGillis. I really like this picture a lot, and with the plane in the background, they really let you know what this movie was going to actually be about. It's one of my favorite ones. Actually, I have this one hanging in my bedroom wall. Number 9 is Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks. Now, this is actually, you see, that's one picture, but it was actually broken up into 3 pictures. It had DiCaprio, Hanks, Spielberg. I like the blur image that it had. This is one of my favorite ones, too. I'm going to actually order that one. Number 8 is Cold Mountain here with Nicole Kidman and Jude Law. I haven't even seen this movie, but I have it on VHS copy of it. I actually just really like this portrait of all 3 of them. I'm going to have to watch this movie, but I just like that picture. It just really kind of grabbed my attention. And then number 7, Batman, the Michael Keaton Batman. Now, this is just one picture of the symbol of Batman's chest. But it is really, I remember seeing that all over town. This is when the comic book movie really came back right here. It looks like the cover of a comic book, actually. And it's just, wow. It's just a great looking picture. Here's a recent one. I wonder what it could be. That's F1, or Formula One, with Brad Pitt. One of the best movies I've ever seen. This is, if you have to really be an F1 gearhead to really get that picture, it lets you know, the intensity of F1, the speed, the adrenaline. I just like that look in the corner of his eye. That's just really, I really love that picture. So much that I've already ordered. And number 5, The Island of Dr. Moreau, the original. I don't even count that other one. This is as a painting, it's just the way the faces are changing from the man, from the human, from the beast into the man. That's just something about that picture. I remember seeing it as a kid in the theater, and it just grabbed my attention. I'll be down to nitty gritty. Number 4, The Empire Strikes Back. This is another one. I actually have ordered this one right here. This is just an excellent painting, the Hall, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo and Princess Leia. It's just a really great painting here. It just lets you know how great this movie was. Number 3, Star Wars. Now, there are a lot of versions of the Star Wars original movie painting, but this one right here is my favorite one. I remember after I saw the movie, because I really didn't know that much about Star Wars when I saw it as a little kid in '77. I remember I came back out the theater and I just looked at that poster, and I almost felt like I could see things in the poster. It just made me want to see the movie even more than when I'd already seen it. This is a great painting. Now I'll be down to the last 2 paintings, movie posters that I like as the best. Number 2 is a classic, Metropolis. Now this is a very old movie, like 1929 if I'm not mistaken. I like the Art Deco style of this painting right here. It's kind of made me even want to see the movie, which I finally did. I ordered a copy of it and saw it. It's a pretty good movie. But just for that time period, for a picture like that, that looks more like a painting that needs to be in a museum than in a movie poster. There's several versions of Metropolis, but this is my favorite one. And my all-time favorite one? Well, before that, let's talk about some ones that are just outside the top 10. Honorable mention. Back to the Future. Now, this scene is not even in the movie, but the fire comes to the DeLorean. And this is a great one. And if you see later on, they just added on to those pictures. And Back to the Future 2 and Back to the Future 3 of the Western. Here's another classic one, Blade Runner. I really like that picture too. It's just the painting of it. This movie was just an unknown movie, but it became a cult movie later on. Now back to number one. What one do I think is the greatest movie poster of all time? Not a picture, it's a painting, but it is just a really good painting. That's Excalibur. Look at that. That is an awesome picture right here. Show the knight, show the sword. It is just an unbelievable picture of the movie. I remember seeing that also in the theater, and I was like, wow, what is this movie? I need to see this movie. This painting is just unbelievable. You know, that to me is the number one best looking movie poster of all time. It's Excalibur. This is KDS Reviews. Remember, KDS Reviews is seen now every Sunday and Wednesday. If you like this type of content, then like, subscribe, and share. You know, there's some movie posters down here below that maybe I hadn't mentioned that you think is one of the greatest movie posters of all time. Why don't you comment down below? This is KDS Reviews, and I will see you in the next video.